So it's recording. So, you ready?
So
Talk about the first 10 years. Like, what's your earliest memory?
I remember in like third grade, uh, Tony Gizzo asked me to have lunch with him up at his house. He School 15 wasn't too far away, and so we went and had lunch, and I guess we became friends. Every time Mickey Mantle came up to bat, my dad would call me in. So so I was outside, wherever I was outside. So I would run in, watch Mickey Mantle hit, and
What do you remember about the neighborhood you grew up in? Were there like a lot of kids?
yeah, yeah. I mean, the Mellets were across the street, Bob and Ray, and we played a lot of sports outside, stickball.
But you didn't play any organized sports? No Little League?
Well, Little League, I was good at Little League, and then Alan Modulewski, his father, wanted me on his team, and Bruce Eckensberg, he didn't want, he wouldn't give me up, and so anyway, that was that. So I played on the, I think we were the Chicago White Sox.
Were you good?
Yeah, I was good. I was good. I was on the All-Star team. I actually hit a home run to win a game. That was my only home run I ever hit.
Did you guys go to church?
No, no. I mean, we were born Catholic, and no, we didn't go to church. Once a year, maybe twice a year.
So what did like being Catholic even mean to you? If you guys didn't go to church, did you even understand anything?
No, no, I remember catechism class. I don't know why I had to go there, but the the teacher, the nun, had a prize and had to guess the number. So I guess number seven, Mickey Mantle, and it won. And it won.
So your dad would get excited about Mickey Mantle. What about your mom? What about grandma? What did she get excited about?
I don't know. I know she used to hide the mail from my dad.
The
I guess she didn't want him to see it.
mail?
Well, the mail, all the bills would come and stuff like that.
Oh,
During the service, my aunts, which were there's a lot of aunts that they said that he joined when he was 14, but I don't know how, but that's what they said.
he served in the Navy?
Yeah,
Did he tell a lot of stories about it?
no, I don't remember any. He worked. He was a truck driver, and he worked from morning to night when he was, when he was out of service.
So you didn't see him a whole lot.
No,
Your mom never worked? Do you remember?
no, no. She did work. She worked. She worked at a salesperson or whatever. One of the. She worked for St. Paul's insurance company. I don't know. She did work. And, when I was high school or maybe beyond, I don't know.
Remember anything about school?
No, I used to brag that I got all C's and I didn't bring a book home. So I guess I wasn't too bright.
So like Uncle Charlie, did he ever play with you? Did he ever like
Well, I got pictures of him playing with me, but I don't remember. I don't remember. He was always in trouble. He was people said that he punched a teacher. He got kicked out of school. He joined the Marines. The Marines made him, I think he liked the Marines. There was gangs back then, but little gangs all around, and
Like even while he was like in high school?
I think he got kicked out pretty fast.
Huh. Do you remember being close to anybody in your family?
I mean, maybe my sister. I remember my dad wanted me to take her down to snowing, and down to the hole, which is it wasn't too far away behind Semel Avenue, and she got hurt, and I had to walk her back, and
Sleigh riding? You were taking her sleigh riding?
Yeah.
She got hurt?
She got hurt, and then she wasn't crying all the way home. My dad started crying.
What did he do?
He would hit me. He would hit me. No, he liked to hit. He did hit a lot.
You told me a story one time about him popping up and punching one of your uncles.
Oh yeah, Uncle Richie, David and Linda's father. That was down the shore. I must have been in high school, or I don't know, or whatever. And Uncle Richie was having a fight with my Aunt Connie and my mother. We were in the same house, and my mother said something to him, and he said "F you" to her, and my dad got up and punched him right in the face, and he took off.
They were both Italian?
My dad was Portuguese Italian, and my mom was all Italian.
Do you know when your dad's family came over to the United States?
No, my dad was like one of like 14.
Get out of here. Really?
Yeah.
One of 14 kids? Who was the Aunt Mary? That was your mom's sister?
Yeah.
And she spent time with you, right?
Yeah. She took me to Yankee games, wrestling matches, roller derby. She was like a little man. We played a lot of gin. We would play gin. I would stay at their house a couple of weeks in the summer, and I would watch the old man where she worked, my Aunt Mary, and I would watch the old man play bocce balls, and then I would go home and we would play gin all night long.
Huh. He took you to see Psycho too, right?
No, actually my Aunt Connie took me to see Psycho.
What about when Kennedy was shot? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember. I remember I was in junior high school, and I remember saying, I was thinking that the Russians are going to invade us or something like that. So it was crazy. Yeah, I wasn't too bright a kid.
What do you remember about the high school years?
I don't remember much.
Did you smoke a lot of pot? When did you start smoking pot?
Right. Senior in high school.
Were you still getting C's then?
Yeah. I couldn't believe I was getting C's, and I never brought a book home.
You just played sports around the neighborhood, or did you do any school sports?
I was on the baseball team, and then I broke my wrist. So that ended that.
At that time, like in high school, if somebody was to ask you what you wanted to do when you got out, do you know what you would have said?
I'm not sure what I'd said. Might have said join the Navy or something like that.
You don't remember having any like big goal or dream
No.
to do this or that? You had a girlfriend in high school, right? Whose father was asking you questions about what you were gonna do?
Yeah. Well, Ray Smith, Mary Lou Smith. He worked for a steel company. I think he was vice president. But I remember he said um, my father bought a brand new Valiant, Plymouth Valiant, and he bought a brand new Cadillac, and he said something to me like, "This is the car you want to drive, Cadillac." He was uppity up. She ran away. I mean, she ran away. She ran away with me, and we were sitting at a diner, and she wanted to leave her family, and blah blah blah. And at that time, I was like, just wasn't right. I don't know. Oh, my brother, Marines. He made me join the National Guard. I didn't want to be in the National Guard. He didn't want me to go to Vietnam.
And he thought you would be drafted?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We at that time there was a draft number, and my number was. So he made me join the National Guard, and
Did your brother go in right away? Like he was?
he was a Marine. He was Vietnam. He he came back. He was adamant that I can't go to Vietnam. He was sure that I'd probably get killed there. But he had to go in the Marines. He had to go in the Marines, and because of punching the teacher, he came back. He came back a changed man. That's for sure.
You didn't really have an opinion about the war. You just knew my brother wants me in the National Guard.
Yeah.
And you didn't go to college?
I went to Middlesex for like a week. And I said that was not for me.
Do you remember anything else about high school? Like, what did you do? Like, what did you guys used to do for fun?
Oh, we drank a lot, smoking a lot of pot in senior year. I remember Joey choked on licorice, and he was choking, and my mom was screaming. I was I think I was on the toilet. I don't know, I was praying. I don't know if I was praying or not, but the lady from around the corner came and got the stuff out of his mouth.
Holy cow.
Out of his throat.
From around the corner? She just heard your mom screaming and came running?
Yeah.
And you remember praying?
I think I was praying. I don't know. I remember my mom screaming.
Your mom, do you remember your mom like praying like over the rosaries or
No.
Nothing like that?
Nothing.
What was Iselin like? Was it diverse in any way, or was it mostly white kids?
It was mostly white kids, and Boyd Carmen, when he was black, and he came to my front door, and he knocked on the door, and my mother was, "Michael, there's a black man on the front door." He was knocking for me to play basketball.
It wasn't like your parents tried to keep you from playing well.
No.
So you joined the National Guard after high school. Like, how old were you when you started working for the Star Ledger?
21. Yeah, I was around 21. Actually, I was working for the North News dealers, and then Star Ledger was connected with them. I worked with the North News dealers for a year or two, and we got our card. Me and Charlie Bayak, we got our card, and it was then that once we had our card, we knew we could work. We could always go back to work. So I think I stopped working then. No, I worked 2 days a week. That's what it was. I worked Sunday and Monday, and then I would take off the rest of the week.
Oh, wow, you could do that?
Yeah, we could do that at that time, back then.
1969 was the moon landing in August. I remember you telling me you missed it.
Yeah, well, me and Mary Lou, Mr. Smith, we were down the shore. They had a shore house down in Seaside Park. They had a shore house, and me and Mary Lou were outside, and Mr. Smith was like, he was trying to get us in, and we missed the moon landing.
When do you remember starting to like have a desire to know God more or understand God more?
But at the Maury Soul Festival, I remember a girl saying that God loves you, and I was thinking, God loves me. And I don't know why that hit me, but it just struck me that God loves me. Anyway, I gotta go to bed.
All right, we'll stop there for today. What was the trip where you did LSD and you were passed out on the beach for like a couple days?
That was then.
That was Marisol. That was LSD.
Yeah. I guess so. I guess it was LSD, and I laid on this sand, and I was so sunburned. I was so sunburned.
So you just took LSD, had a trip, and then passed out?
Yeah.
For how long?
I thought it was all day, the whole day.
All right, so you're out there. Were you like talking to anybody else about like this girl said to me that God loves me?
I don't think so. I don't think I was.
So what made you actually start searching
then? Well, I come home and John Curran and all those guys who were at the farm and back at his house, and I just started reading the Bible, and I walked over from my house. It was pouring rain. I walked to John's house, so tell him I was reading the Bible.
Were they reading the Bible too?
Yeah. None of us was saved at that time. I hitchhiked to Florida a couple of times, and then the one time I was alone. I was on the beach, and a bunch of students from Florida Bible College came to me and brought me back to the room, and that was the time I got on my knees and the dingy motel room, and I said, I thought that was it, I was saved then. I didn't write it down or nothing. I don't know when it was. then I thought I got to get back to the farm to tell what I learned. I mean, we spent almost all night going over the scriptures and everything like that. So then when I don't know, of all the trips I took, I don't remember this trip back to the farm. But the next thing I remember, I was in the current farm talking about salvation.
When you start between that time and the time you started reading the Bible, about how long was that of a process?
I used to say it was about 3 years, but I'm not sure.
It was after Marisol that you started reading the Bible.
Yeah.
So that was in 1972. the Marisol Pop Festival, hippie music festival that took place in Manatí, Puerto Rico, about 30 miles west of San Juan on April 1st through 4th, 1972.
All right, so it was after that then.
Yeah, but it couldn't have been 3 years, right? That would have been 1975. During that time of searching, you would just hitchhike for the purpose of exploring the country or just for the purpose of finding God in some way?
Well, I would hitchhike with like hardly no money, and to me that was showing God that I trust in Him. That wherever I went, I was okay.
And you were okay everywhere? How did you eat?
Well, sometimes when I pass farm, you know, stuff on the outside and eat that. I do remember one time I was at I don't know, it was one of these fast food restaurants out in the boonies, and I only had I don't know, I only had some change on me, so I like bread and water or whatever like that, and the girl behind the counter gave me gave me everything.
Huh.
So
Where did you sleep?
wherever, wherever.
Like outside?
Yeah.
Were you bored or did you enjoy that?
Oh, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed walking around the country.
How did you shower?
I don't know, but well, in Florida, the ocean, and I think there were showers on the beach.
Was that Bible college in Florida the first Bible college you ended up at?
Yeah,
Huh.
I didn't know it was a Bible college. But the students, they were out witnessing.
Oh. So you just bumped into them. And here you were carrying your Bible around.
I thought I was going to teach the students. I thought, I was going to show them, the way I was living. It was a long, long time of back and forth. And they brought me to the college, and then I went to the dingy motel room, and I know I got on my knees, and that's when I was saved.
And just like that, it like clicked. So somehow you fly back, like you don't remember how you got back. Somehow you just are transported back to Pennsylvania. And then from that point, we don't know what year exactly it was.
There was a big audience at the current farm, and Pam, Mary, Gizzo. There was a bunch of people, John. So I was telling them that I was saved. That I was just telling them the verses in the Bible that about salvation and about being saved and belonging, to the Lord Jesus.
Oh, what was it like when you became a Christian for your family? Like, how did they react?
My mom, my sister, none of them ever. My brother Charlie, none. They thought I was crazy. I mean, I think they thought I was crazy. They weren't accepting it at that time.
Hmm. Go into like your relationship with mommy. When did that? Do you remember when that started?
I'm not sure, but I think I kissed her in the barn, and I told her that someday we're going to get married.
I know she was 15 then. She's told me that. So that would be 73. Like, she turned 15 in 1972 in December, so that would probably be somewhere around 73. What did her brother think of you telling her that you were going to marry her one day? Or brothers?
With John, I was close to John. We were close. And I remember one night, real late at night, and he wanted to talk to me about my intentions with his sister. And so we were outside and we talked.
And then he was okay?
Yeah,
You guys didn't have like a fight?
no.
So at the time, when you kissed her in the barn and said, we're going to get married one day, if she was 15, you were 22. Nobody at that time had like an issue with that?
I don't know. I don't know.
So when you guys got married in 1976, let's just talk about that for a little bit. Like, what was the wedding like? Where'd you get married?
We got married in a firehouse. Probably $1,000 covered everything.
Where'd you go on your honeymoon?
We went way up to Penn State, and we got Barney. Barney was the first dog, big Rhodesian Ridgeback. When we moved to Edison, I used to walk into the store, have him sit, go into the store, come out, and he'd be right there.
Huh, no leash?
No leash.
So let's talk about your dad dying. How did that happen?
He was Seaside Heights, and he was smoking a cigar, and the little girl next door, the greatest, she wanted to go on this ride at pirate ship, and my dad smoking a cigar. He said, "I'll go on with you," and the one guy said to him to put out his cigar, and the other guy put the thing down. So he's putting out the cigar, and he's bending down, and the board came down on his head, and he lived August 9th. He lived to August 26th. He died.
What were those 17 days like?
I mean, I was pretty new Christian, and considering, and I was just witnessing to him that I don't know what's going to happen to you, Dad. Blah blah blah. He was completely paralyzed, and he was only 56. And it was like the thief on the cross, the one next to him, because he was blinking his eyes when I was telling him about salvation and stuff.
He couldn't talk?
No.
And they said he'll never talk or walk again? What were the doctors saying?
Well, I remember being the doctor came in when, and I was there, and he told me, step out for a little while, whatever, go get coffee or something like that. And then when I came back, he died.
Really?
Yeah.
So they knew he was dying in that moment.
Yeah. I don't know if the doctor did anything to make him die.
Wasn't there some kind of lawsuit afterwards?
Yeah, a couple of years later, my mom got $225,000. $50,000 went to the lawyer. She got $150,000. bought a shore house.
By that time, so Mikey was born in 1979.
79.
In those between 1979 and 1984, when Davy was born. Anything different there? Like, when did you guys start going to New Durham Road? When did you move to Edison? I mean, to South Plainfield.
Well, we lived in Edison, and then we sold that house, and then we bought this house in South Plainfield. And I always worked Saturday nights, so I don't know when Mom started going to New Durham Chapel. But I mean, I would go. I was friends with Pastor Sutter. he would pick me up and take me around different places. To his visitation, whenever he would visit people, whatever.
So he would take you on his visits to other people?
Yeah.
Interesting. Would you like talk with them and share the gospel or anything, or you just sat there and watched?
I think I shared the gospel and, talked a little.
Which kid was the hardest in that time during the 80s? Do you remember? Was there one of us that was like pain in the ass more than the others?
You used to spill the milk every time. Or whatever you were drinking. I used to take the cup and put it way in the middle.
Do you remember showing me Rambo 2? Do you remember watching Rambo 2 with me? Do you remember watching Mississippi Burning?
I do remember that.
Vacations that we took. Do you remember which one was your favorite?
Probably that first one. that we were at the. I think the guy's name was Harry.
Yeah, Mr. Harry.
Yeah, and he said the storm is coming. You better leave. So we went all the way down South Carolina. Then we back to Myrtle Beach.
What did we do? We just drove and then booked a hotel. We drove up to a motel and said, "Hey, do you got any vacancy?"
Yeah, the Buccaneer Motel.
We just stumbled upon it?
I think so.
When did you get into politics? Like, when did you first get interested in politics?
I was listening to Bob Grant and Ronald Reagan. I think Ronald Reagan was president, or maybe before that, and then Bob Grant was, he always talked politics, and so.
What did you like about Ronald Reagan? Ronald Reagan was the first time you remember voting, right? Like, what pushed you conservative?
Probably Bob Grant. He made a lot of sense.
Do you remember how old Mikey was when you started coaching Little League?
I think I started coaching around when he was 8.
What did you like coaching more, baseball or basketball?
Probably baseball. There was just more to it with baseball, basketball. I mean, Davey was real good in basketball, and Mikey was he was good.
Like, do you remember me wanting to try out for baseball?
Yeah. I remember, and I was like, it's just not good for you. That the way your eyes were and everything.
Do you remember having arguments with mommy, like in the early 90s? Like, do you remember what you guys would argue about?
I think we just went through life, one thing after another, after another, after another, after another.
Were you playing poker back then?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
You would travel, right, for that back then? You had to?
I think that started in 2000. right around 2000.
Playing poker? Really?
Yeah, well, I played poker at work, but there was guys at work who wouldn't play if I played.
So what do you remember about when we were getting older in the 90s and getting into like middle school and high school? I guess Mikey started high school in 94. Do you remember Mikey getting into trouble in high school?
Well, I do remember um, him, Bobby, and another kid. I forget the other kid's name. They broke into the high school, but they knew the door was open. You know that the door was whatever, and they broke in and they took it. You know they were just playing baseball outside, and the cops came and blah blah blah. And then the cop. I remember the cop calling me and saying. Uh, he's in jail, blah blah blah. And I said, how does he? What is he like? He says, oh, he's he's not worried at all. So I said, well, leave him in there, leave him in there for a little while. I think I was watching football at home, and
Do you remember anything else about Mikey getting in trouble in those days?
I do remember him throwing a snowball out the window. He thought it was Billy Merkler, and but it wasn't Billy Merkle. And then there was a cop's. The father was the cop, and he chased him down and blah blah blah. And then, well, we had to go to court, and I remember. I think I paid like 400 to get him out of trouble.
What did you like to do? Remember what you liked to do with Mikey during those years? Like how you spent time with him?
Well, I would throw the ball up, up in the air, and I would make him run and catch all different catches, all kinds of different catches. Well, mean, I did pitch to him, and the little league and all that stuff, all this kind of stuff.
What about when I was in high school? What do you remember about my high school days? Anything pop in mind?
Well, football, you were with Mikey you were sophomore and he was a senior, so I like that. You guys were good, and then wrestling. I remember Mike Buggy telling me that you were going to be a good wrestler.
What about me getting into trouble? Do you remember anything about me getting into trouble?
I remember two of your friends brought the stuff from the new Durham Chapel, put them on our front lawn.
Veggie Tales.
Veggie Tales. Oh, I remember there was a guy, he advertised that power washing or something like that, and I think you guys stole the machine and put it at our house, and I just had a fit.
Where were you when you found out? Do you remember about the football stuff? Do you remember where? I actually never asked you this, like, or maybe I don't remember. But where were you when you got a call, and who called you about the sacking stuff?
I remember going to a big meeting at the school, and I think I got up and I said something, and then the black guy,
Bilal,
he confirmed what I said. That I said, I don't think my son do this maliciously. I know that there was one kid, a freshman kid but he said that you didn't do it to him, but
Yeah.
you were suspended.
Do you remember what we used to do together? Does anything come to mind that we used to do together when I was growing up?
Basketball and the side basketball, and Mikey and Davey, it's me and you.
Yeah.
We used to play that a lot.
Yeah.
You used to rough up Davey.
Do you remember taking me to the movies? I remember you taking me to the movies a lot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
just you?
Well, you would take all of us, but sometimes I remember a few times you just taking me. And I remember walking to breakfast a couple of times to some bagel place like a couple miles away.
Yeah, yeah.
What about Davey in high school? What do you remember about him in high school?
As good as he was at basketball, he he, he didn't. I don't know why, but he didn't produce in high school what he could he could do it, at home. I don't know.
Was that frustrating?
Yeah, that was frustrating. I had to go sit in and with him and with a bunch of teachers, and the Spanish teacher said they flunked Spanish and blah blah blah, and I was like, I didn't make no excuses for Davy. I just said, you whatever. So I think one of the teachers said, "Well, this is a change. You're not defending Davy."
Do you miss those days at all?
Well, I don't know. I guess so. I don't know.
Like when all got out of the house, were you was it like it was sad for mommy? Was it sad for you?
Yeah, we kind of moved pretty quick to the townhouse.
How come? Why did you move so fast?
I don't know. Well, the big house and then the pool, and I was, I had to clean the pool, and keep the pool clean, and I remember thinking the happiest day of my life is when I closed the pool,
Hmm.
and then the house was big, and I thought, well, the townhouse would be better.
Hmm.
Um,
Why did you retire in 2009?
well, I was kind of forced out. They wanted 20 men from every department. When they got to our department, um, I was one of the 20.
But you took a buyout, right? You didn't have to retire?
No, yeah, there was buyouts. Yeah, there was buyouts.
What about when the wives started to come into the picture? What do you remember about each of our wives coming into the picture?
I think you guys married well.
Did you know, like when we started dating each one, did you have a feeling that we were going to get married to them?
You and Jess. I think so. David Kelly. Yeah, I think so. And then Mike and Kate. Yeah, I thought him and Kate were a good couple.
When you found out he wanted to be a chiropractor, did you have any opinions on that? Did you think that was a good choice?
I thought there was a lot of chiropractors, but he did well.
How about Davey? What do you think turned him around from being a pretty bad student to becoming a lawyer?
It was more mom that she she knew that he was smart or whatever, and but when he got to college, he did real well.
What do you think changed?
I think he just buckled down. I think he just realized that he, he better do something.
What about me? What did you think about me going to LA?
From Miami to LA, I thought you were going to be a great actor. What I didn't know is you'd be becoming a pastor, but you're a good pastor.
What did you think about that at first, becoming a pastor and moving back to New Jersey to start a church? Do you remember? You don't remember what you said to me?
What I said,
You said something like, I don't think it's a good idea that you're quitting your job in LA and moving back to start a church in the middle of a recession."
I didn't, obviously, I didn't know what I was talking about.
Well, it was definitely a risk. Can you tell your grandkids and your great grandkids, if they see this, about your brother Charlie and what happened to him?
And he argued with me all the way until he, he got cancer. And then he started going to that little church, and then he, he started agreeing with me. And I think he's safe though.
Hmm. What did he get sick of? Like, what kind of cancer was it?
I think it was colon cancer. I was so happy that he was taking Jesus seriously. And then when he did die, I think I did. I got up in the middle of the night. I was crying my eyes out. He was a good brother. He always watched out for me. The Marines, he didn't want me to go to Vietnam. He made me join the National Guard. And he said if that doesn't work out, we'll go to another country.
Jeez. And then what about your sister?
She had cancer.
Do you remember where you were when you found out that she had died?
Steve called, and I think he was crying. She died in Gabe's arms.
Yeah.
I was preached to her, and she started listening to you, and I think she's safe too.
You got grandkids.
Well, I got 8 grandkids. When I lived in the other house, when we moved to the townhouse, I remember Kayla. I used to walk her to the up by the park and then back. She always wanted to walk. We'd stay there a little while. Then we would walk back. But she doesn't remember. She doesn't remember that time.
Yeah.
So
What's your favorite thing about each of them? We'll start with Kayla. What's your favorite? What are some of your favorite things about Kayla right now?
while she plays soccer, she's good at everything. She's really good at soccer.
What about Sienna? What are some of your favorite things about her?
Well, she's a great gymnast. So I'm curious to see how she's going to turn out. I like picking her up, and just we don't talk much, but I think she's probably more like me.
Why do you say she's more like you?
Well, she's quiet. When she gets it, when I pick her up, She doesn't say,
Yeah.
she doesn't say too much.
What about Mikey? Mikey came next. What are some of your favorite things about him?
I think I think Big Mike is trying to find what he does best. He might be a good wrestler. He likes to play with Sienna, wrestle with her.
After Mikey came Charlie.
I think she's more of a girly girl. She's very affectionate. She'll always give me a kiss and whatever.
Hmm. Then came Tessa.
This is this is like Kayla. She's good at all the sports. She's really good at soccer. She likes to play scat. She really likes to play scat. So
About Juliana. Juju.
and Davy's first. She's tall. See how she does in sports and stuff, but I think she's more of a girly girl. Yeah, she's affectionate. Yeah, she is affectionate.
And then Libby came.
Seems like a little tough guy, but she's affectionate too. But she likes to play with Charlie.
And then last is Ella.
I don't know. Ella is well. Let's see her this weekend.
Yeah. Looking back over the last almost 14 years that you've started having grandkids, any particular memories other than like what you mentioned about Kayla walking her to the swing set? Any particular memories stand out? Like
Going to the Ocean City, sitting on the beach with them and whatever. I like that. I like doing stuff like that.
do you have like a something that you pray for regularly for the grandkids?
I pray for the new heaven and new earth. I seem to be stuck in that prayer. I look up at the clouds a lot. See if Jesus is coming.
Is it because you're getting older, you think?
Probably.
What's it like getting old? Like, what are some good things about it? What are some bad things about it?
There's not too many good things. I don't see too many people that I talk to anymore. I used to have like a ministry at where I worked.
Do you miss that? Like not being around people as much?
I guess so, but then again, life's a lot easier now. I mean, I know your mom is younger. She wants more adult.
Do you want to do more and just don't have the energy for it? Or are you just really content with how things are?
Well, I want to do more, but I seem like I don't have the energy to do it.
These days, when you wake up, what do you kind of tend to look forward to in the day?
I read my Bible every day. There's certain things that I have to do. Go to the store or something. Oh yeah, I walk the dog. I walk the dog till he poops, and then I walk back. I go to Riverfront.
How come you stopped going to casinos?
I don't know. I guess playing online. I started doing real good online, and so I just started. I mean, it's so much easier to play online.
You don't miss being around people though?
I wasn't too much of a witness to unless someone said something. So it was hard, you know. Everybody's trying to win in the casino.
So the place that you were the biggest witness on a regular basis was your work. I remember you telling me that the best high, better than marijuana, was sharing the gospel with people. Is there any like changes that you could make to be around people where you could do that more?
I don't know. I really, I really don't know.
All right. So, closing thoughts. If you were, let's say you died in the next 2 months, any like closing thoughts to your grandkids?
Hope and prayers that they all know Jesus. If I die, I will be with Jesus, even though I'm a sinner.
How about to your wife?
I hope she loves me, that she would not, you know. I know she's trying to keep busy, but as far as Jesus goes, and I think she knows the Lord.
You guys will be married 49 years, right? How would you summarize 49 years of marriage?
Well, we had our struggles, and most of it was good, but we definitely had our struggles. I don't know why. I always prayed for new heaven and a new earth and a new body, and we all be with Jesus together. I don't know. It seems to be the answer for everything.
And then Pops, after you dated mommy for a few years, then what happened?
We got married. Blah blah blah. Mikey, first kid. He was good at baseball, real good. You didn't like sports much growing up, but well, as a little kid, but you found your sport. You did. You sure did. Davey, he was good at basketball. He was real good. Wasn't a very good student though. I don't know. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Pops, you remember any time when we got in trouble?
Well, I remember that one time, Mikey like broke into the high school and blah blah blah. I don't know. What are you gonna do?